The presidential aspirant of the PDP, His Excellency retired Rear Admiral Barbiwa John Jonah, Officer of the Order of the Niger, fellow Nigerian State of Engineers, Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State. Let me recognize distinguished Senator Ben Murray Bruce, the Common Sense Senator, other members of the National Assembly, past and present, who are here with us. We are come to celebrate a man who believes that working hard is what is most important in governance. He has given to Bayelsa State what no other person has given to us in the past. Your Excellency, our presidential aspirant, when His Excellency Governor Dickson came on board on the 14th of February 2012, there was acute shortage of office accommodation for the civil servants in the state. And amongst other projects, he decided to embark on a number of secretariat structures. And this is one of the results of that resolve of 2012. I'm sure as you go around Bayelsa State, though it's going to be brief, you are going to see other projects dotted around the state. That is to tell you that, just like you said yesterday, Dickson is a man of the people, and only PDP can produce leaders like Dickson. Let's please put our together for Excellency the Governor.
In 2012, when you assumed office, there was acute shortage of accommodation in the state for public and civil servants. When we came into office, about 50% of commissioners were living in rented apartments. And so that meant that most of government properties were kept in private custody, to that extent that they were rented apartments, because we have just a temporary use as tenants. But you said that cannot continue in your reign, and you gave directive to the Ministry of Works that we quickly move in to construct Secretariat Annexes. We have constructed 6 so far, and just last month, we had the privilege of having the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, commissioning Annex 6. This is Annex 4, and I think by the time we go on, we'll get all the annexes completed. And the one good thing about Your Excellency is that you believe that these are social responsibility, and so you don't need to make funfair about them. But people are beginning to think that some of these projects are not even done by you. And so I'm happy that now you have taken the decision that this project should be commissioned, so that we will not have the argument that is going on in some quarters now, where somebody is saying, I did it, no, you did it. That argument of I did and you didn't do shouldn't arise in our state. However, this building, you see, is a combination of solid rock and transparency. So you have a lot of glass showing the transparent policy of the federal, the state government, because you know Bayelsa State is the only state that undergoes transparency. And then you also see the solid rock showing that we are committed and strong civil service. Your Excellency, sir, this building was undertaken in about 12 months. This building was taken on 12 months. And so thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's my pleasure at this point to invite the NLC chairman, who is the best beneficiary, because the man who is the cola knows how it sounds better. So NLC.
His Excellency the Presidential Aspirant here in our midst, His Excellency the Deputy Governor, may I please stand on the existing protocols. I want to quickly say that the workers of this state, we are very happy. Just like the Works Commissioner mentioned, this is not just the only one. There are several of them. And we are happy that the workers have conducive workplace. In fact, one very important thing about work is your place of work. And one thing we ask of is conducive place of work. And we are very, very happy that the governor has provided that. And I know that it will even make the workers of this state more conducive. We trust you, we believe you. And we will continue to rely on you, we are looking unto you. Thank you, Your Excellency, for this provision.
His Excellency, Right Honorable Henry Seriake Dickson, the most civil servant-friendly governor in Nigeria. Our August visitor, presidential aspirant, that's visiting us at a time like this to announce the good work our governor is doing abroad everywhere. Amiable Deputy Governor, let me adopt the protocol that has been already established for want of time. On the part of the entire public service, our own is prayer for our governor to continue to extend and do all the good works that he has been doing from 2012. When I've been in service for a number of years, frankly speaking, I have never seen this happening in Bayelsa State. And so all civil servants, all public office holders are happy with the restoration government. Yes. So our dear governor, sir, you will live long. Amen. You will excel in life. Amen. You will go higher and higher. Amen. To the national and international level. Amen. In Jesus' name we pray for you.
Thank you very much, indeed. Thank you. I see you all. Thank you. Is that my money? Yeah. Is that my money? Yeah. Is that my money? Yeah. Is that my money? Thank you. I want to acknowledge firstly the presence of our leader. Presidential aspirant, but an outstanding presidential aspirant. Yesterday, we've said a lot of things about him, and you have all known that he is home. Passed the night with us, and today is here again. After here, you'll go with me to my own small village of Orua. Because he too invited me and hosted me in a small community of Bamaina in Jigawa State Zoo. And just as I'm a prince here, he's also a prince of Bamaina. Your Excellency, Alhaji Dr. Sule Lamido, CON, former governor of Jigawa State for 8 years, and changed the fortunes of that state. Former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Federal Republic of Nigeria. There are so many former. When we were doing SDP NRC, he was National Secretary of SDP. And like me, he also served in the House of Representatives. So he's a senior colleague, senior parliamentary colleague. One of the surviving 3 or 4 founding fathers of the People's Democratic Party. A good man, a consistent and courageous leader. You are welcome to your state again. Let me recognize my brother, dependable ally and partner, the Deputy Governor of our state, the Right Honorable the Speaker, the only common sense senator in Nigeria is here. A round of applause for common sense. All the members of our leaders' entourage, beginning with the campaign DG, who himself spent time in the House of Reps and also served as a minister. Musa Elayo, you are welcome. And all the members of the entourage, the Right Honorable Speaker, all the members of the House of Assembly, our boss, as we are seated here, anytime we meet as party, is number 1. Me, I only support him from the girls who were part of conceiving and supervising and monitoring the execution of this and all the other secretariat complexes. We commissioned one the other day
our presidential aspirant, the other presidential aspirant, Alhaji was here, and he commissioned one. Today we are here to commission a second one. Our policy, when we receive all our leaders at this level, presidential level, we always invite them to commission something. I want to thank all the civil servants of our state for the great work they are doing and for bearing with us, for showing understanding. We have changed the fortunes of our state in the last 6-7 years. And our hope, our plan at the end of our tenure is not only are we going to change the landscape, but we are also going to change and leave behind a more focused, a better motivated, a more professionalized public service. I charge you all that are going to use this building and all the other buildings to put them to good use and to protect them and to do your jobs as best you can. On that note, I would like to invite to the microphone our visiting presidential aspirant and foremost, one of the foremost leaders of our party, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Sule Lamido, CON. To step forward.
Thank you very much.
In the name of God, the compassionate and the merciful, I seek your indulgence. Give me 2 or 3 minutes at the if I get the taste. I'm saying so because standing before me, before us, is first a brother, a friend, a compatriot, and then of course the Fuguru Pepe the Great, the White Shark, the Rock of Islam Ebe, the Dakar II, Mr. Mega Projects, the Talk No Do Governor, Talk No Do Governor, and any other encomium you can think of, please keep it on tape. Reason because we are here to celebrate greatness. And in the Igbo language, they say the lizard which fell from the top of the tree will look around. You know what applause, what does it do? I'm shaking my head, applauding you. I'm saying this because PDP is a party.
Yes, sir.
PDP is a government. Either federal, in our seniors or states, are the only government party with the capacity to think and initiate. And that's why this government of APC, which is blind and blindfolded, which is clueless, so they can let 3 years and not be able to trace a single project. The Commission Railways is PDP, Works is PDP, and the Antigawama State, and the President, the mighty big man, commissioned a 50-ton water board as a project in Gas State. Here, Secretariat Commission. The Excellent Secretary Governor, our very, very amiable charming senator, why is he? Mr. Common Sense. Our Speaker, of course, Ichemu, my chairman, Ichemu, and all other family of the PDP assembled here. May I, on my personal behalf, and that of my delegation, and indeed, on behalf of all of you here, say, my brother, thank you very much. We are proud of you. You are a symbol of hope. You inspire. You motivate. Because you are very, very compassionate. What you are doing here needs vision. Because the civil service is the engine which carries our projects and programs. As parties, we talk about many persons and programs. The civil servants, in their very field, the engineers, technocrats, what have you, are the who are supposed to implement our program into action. Which means they need a very, very conducive working environment. It takes vision to handle this. In Jigawa, when I came, like you, our people working that tree. Like you, because you are going vision. Like you, because of PDP. Like you, because I'm there for people who are able to sort of like. So it means in the entire country, only a PDP government can do kind of things. We are proud of you. Thank you for flying the flag. And the civil servants who are going to enjoy this facility, the air conditioning, that's a modern friendship. It is supposed to make you work to your maximum. Which means you go to an enabling working environment where you'll be working for your people. I want to thank you, my governor, for giving governance and government a new meaning by sitting down to put in place structures which will not support your government. And what we're doing here is doing a new foundation for greater Bayelsa State in the next 50 years. Once more, it is my honor and privilege to stand here before you and share the joy of your efforts and commend you for the foresight, for the vision, to open this edifice and then open the civil servant of the West be able to work with him. And therefore, in the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, I get this state for the convenience of Nigerian civil servants in Bayelsa State. For you to work for mankind and to God be the glory. Bismillah.
We will now proceed to unveil the plaque. What's written on the plaque?
Who is this? Now, this Bayelsa Secretariat Annex 4 was built by the Restoration Governor of the Honorable Henry Seriake Dickson, and the commission this the 7th day of July 2018 by his brother, his friends, Sule Lamido, former governor of the Bayelsa State, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the future Nigerian president. To God be the glory. Thank you very much.